Good morning.
Oh,
I won today.
How dare you?
Got you today.
How
This time
dare
I took
you?
the cake.
What cake? Is it a German chocolate cake? Because if so, I'm going to take it back. What about
Definitely
a cheesecake?
You're picking cakes I don't like.
Pineapple upside down cake?
No, just like regular chocolate cake.
No, that's gross.
Gluten-free. Maybe some gluten-free Oreos in there too. Listen, I make a stellar Oreo cake with Oreo frosting.
Is it one of the ones with the pudding in it?
No, ew. Why would you even suggest that?
Because that sounds delicious. Like the mud pie cake.
Oh, yeah, I never liked those with like the gummy worms.
Yeah, I don't like that part.
So you just eat the mud without the worms?
Yeah. It's the only part that tastes good. Anyway, it's all about German chocolate cake. And then pineapple upside down cake is a second choice.
I'm more of a peach cobbler kind of person.
That doesn't sound like you're naming a cake there.
Well, you can make anything into a cake, really.
No.
It could be peach upside down cake. You just, instead of pineapples, you do peaches.
Stop, they don't caramelize correctly.
What are you talking about? You just put a little bit more maple syrup in there.
You don't put any maple syrup in there and just let the pineapple caramelize in and of itself.
Yeah, but like I'm saying peaches. I'm going to make it, and then you're going to eat it, and you'll be like, wow, this is better than anything in the whole wide world.
I might tell her that in the moment. Anyways,
I feel like that's our morning segment. So when we get like famous and we can have a graphics person and all of that, the first part of the recording will be called Anyways, because that's how we usually start with a random banter and then lead into Anyways. Anyways. I'm wearing a sweater today, which I don't normally do. Like, this is the fuzziest sweater I've ever owned. And I'm kind of liking it because I feel like I'm wearing a blanket, which I guess is maybe
not even
the point.
That fuzzy.
Well, compared to what
all sweaters
I
are just
own,
blankets.
Well, yeah, but like my sweaters are like usually thin and like very minimal. Like I don't like to feel suffocated by my clothing.
I like to disappear inside of it.
Oh, you do? Yeah,
when it comes to sweaters.
It's not itchy. But I'm cold. I don't know what the temperature is outside.
2. It's 2.
2 degrees?
Yeah. You can't see the snow through the window?
No, it looks like the sun. It actually looks really beautiful. I bet if I stepped outside, I'd start sweating. Maybe that's what I should have done this morning instead of put on a sweater. I think my iron's low. You ever take an iron supplement? Like, I'm talking about a liquid, like straight iron. Or maybe another question is, have you ever ate liver, like without anything on it? It tastes like blood. Like, it just tastes like you're eating like blood.
That's why you throw the onions on top.
Yeah, I don't know that would mask anything for me.
Oh, it does.
I only ate liver once when I had a lot of blood loss. That's another story. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to eat it medicinally and bless the cow that, gifted me with this liver and go through this whole thing and maybe that will make it taste better. I couldn't get through like an eighth of it without like feeling sick to my stomach.
It just tastes like liver.
Yeah, ugh.
Anyway.
Hopefully your week is going on the right
Hopefully
foot,
you're enjoying your liver.
You're enjoying your liver. Yeah, full moon this morning or something, right? That's happening.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggling with sleep right now.
Not me last night.
Yeah, I slept good. I'm still groggy today, which is why I'm having like a little bit of coffee in my dandy blend and mushroom blend.
If you guys didn't notice, I'm still having my bubbles.
Yeah. We used to do tea with these things. Tea went away.
So much has summertime.
Changed. So much has changed.
It'll change back come the chilly, wintry depths.
Well, and then last week we had some more solar flares, which kind of throws things off too. I was getting stomach aches, like straight up nausea, which I don't normally get.
What about heartburn or indigestion?
Never got it.
Upset stomach or diarrhea?
Are you an advertisement for
They make a drink for that.
Pepto-Bismol? Ew.
It's a drink.
Anyway, we have a light week this week. No release and restore tomorrow. We have open house for my 8-year-old son going into 3rd grade. So I'll be full of tears on Thursday when he goes back to school, and also a little excited because I'll get to kind of relax a little bit more and not have to deal with, I'm bored. What
I'm
can
bored.
I do? Oh, gosh. But Wednesday, we have a sound healing here with the Erica Peters of Pure
The one,
Vita.
the only Erica Peters.
Yeah.
Slow connection. What does that even mean?
I don't know. We're probably like pixely. I don't know.
I don't like that. I don't like being pixely.
Oh, the internet. Nobody's internet, I think, is working right now, and like phone connections are down. Must be those solar flares.
We got to upgrade to 5G so
my
we
gosh.
can destroy ourselves more.
Yeah.
Anyways,
And then Saturday, you're hosting a tarot tea party here.
that is correct.
Yes. Bringing them back.
It will be a party. Mm-hmm. There will be the availability of tea. Mm-hmm. And there will be tarot.
And there will be tarot. Hello, my son. Guest appearance by my son.
So,
Are we ready?
I'm going to give you this so I can stop saying anyway.
Anyways. Okay. Ooh. Those
Perfection.
raspberries?
They're pomegranates.
Are they?
For starters.
Oh. It's having trouble.
Or no,
focusing.
they're not. I don't know what they are.
I think they're raspberry. They're like giant That's a raspberry.
Those are grapes.
Bush. No, that is a raspberry bush, right?
Those are the biggest raspberries in the history of
They're
raspberries.
giant and she has raspberries on her shirt.
And she's inside of herself.
Oh my goodness. What is
And it's
happening?
backwards.
Well, yeah, it is backwards on there. We'll fix it in
All right,
post-production.
So,
Come sit over here, please.
perfection, root chakra. We have this sense of needing to be grounded this week. And a lot of times we think we know what grounding is, how to do it, and what the results will be. And we claim this as perfection. But are we holding on too tightly to routine? Are we holding on too tightly to predetermined ideas of who and why we do the things that we do in our daily, for lack of a better word, rituals? So finding grounding in and of in yourself. Maybe this week we're being guided to allow perfection to be just that. It is however it looks. Maybe the idea is to not seek something in particular and allow ourselves to just relax into ourselves, into our root, into the earth, and be a part of everything, not trying to recognize anything for what we know it to be, and maybe just recognize it for what it is, or discover what it is to that, for that matter. So you.
Yeah, so funnily enough, I always have a funnily enough, I think, with our chakra.
I'm not following what that means.
Well, let me tell you, Paul. So I had offered to teach a class on perfectionism. And ever since, I don't know any of you teachers out there experience too, but whenever I offer to teach a class or I initiate a class here at OP, then like the world's like, okay, you sure you want to teach that? And then everything starts to revolve around that. And I was dealing with a lot, like facing where I see myself as imperfect last week, and learning to be okay with that, to accept myself in that, but also not to see it as a flaw, to see that everything as it needs to be. And my good friend Linda actually gave me this like embroidered hangy thing with the symbols. I think it's how you pronounce it, like wabi sabi, and it's all about like everything is perfect even if it looks imperfect. So, you know, like it's got like the circle, I don't know, I'll have to take a picture and put it in the comments, but it's like the swirly thing, but there's all these like inconsistencies and all of that. But
Lack
everything is
of
actually
symmetry.
right. And it looks like to the eye, to the judgmental mind, that it is imperfect, but everything is actually in balance, which is something we've been talking. Like everything's just balances itself out, which is perfection, right?
That's correct.
Nothing's ever out of balance.
Well, things need to be brought back into balance sometimes, but
I think we think they're out of balance.
I think if we're speaking of the physical realm outside of ourselves, then you're correct.
Well, if you think you have 2 cups of water and like one's got, you know, X amount in it and one's got another amount in it, like it's all the same, like together it's makes a full glass, but sometimes you can put some in this glass and then some in this glass, but all together it weighs the same.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
about shifting.
But it looks like, oh, it's out of balance because this one has less than this one, but really everything has the same weight. We just think it's out of balance.
Okay.
But we get to choose what that balance looks like. I don't know. This is something I've been thinking about. It doesn't have to resonate with you, Paul. You can...
That doesn't resonate with me. Anyways.
We need something like a flashy, like full screen. Anyways.
Well,
with some like
get the
weird, obnoxious
get the
voice
tech
on
team on it.
I am the tech team.
Well, get the tech team on it.
All right,
Let's.
now I'm getting warm with this sweater.
Is it the sweater or the coffee?
Well, it's the combination. It's the combination.
Let's see what the tarot has to say today.
All right, Sir Tarot, Sir Tarot. Ooh.
Oh boy. Ooh.
Ah.
Okay. So,
Page of Pentacles.
starting off with the Page of Pentacles and identifying this energy within ourselves, this youthful wonder at the world around us, to see the world around us and be excited about everything new that we're going to see this week, is something we need to tap into and hold on to this week, because as the energy is moving forward through the week, we are going to run ourselves into the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and things are going to take a downward turn at some point, and this may not be a universal downward turn for you, but there are going to be particular things that you're maybe hopeful about, or things that you've been dreaming about that are just not going to come to fruition in the way that you expect them to. So holding on to this youthful energy is going to be important, to know not to let that end the game for you. Because the next energy is the Star, which is going to tell you that the reason that these things are happening for you is because we need to take a break. It's time to take a break and rest and relax and regroup ourselves. If we keep pushing too hard forwardly, we start to lose sight of where we're going. We just are, in the arrested development sense, keep your head down and power through, but you start wandering off the path if you do that too much. And so hold on to the idea, hold on to the wonder, but allow this week to be more about rest and regrouping that energy. And all of that then becomes the perfection. If we're seeking perfection, then that's what it becomes.
I need you to wait patiently. Not yet. In a little bit, but you can wait patiently, okay? Okay. Yeah, well, I like all of what you said comes back to that idea of perfection, but also like I'm seeing mindfulness moving forward of, you mentioned like being curious of if things look different, still remembering that they are perfect, but like how can we alter our perspective of what we perceive as different and engage in it in a new way? Because when things present themselves as different, that's an indication that we ourselves have changed. And is that a call to step away from something and to get in line with the universe in a new way, or to acknowledge that we have changed and to look at ourselves, to acknowledge that we have changed and to become that self instead of trying to hold on to this old self that is passing away?
Well, yeah, because in wandering off the path, we don't know if there's a necessity to do that also. And it can be important to look up, and that's what this is kind of about, is that rest and looking up. Is like, are we still headed the way we want to head? Are we still engaged in the ideas and the goals that we had at the start of the journey? And if not, then we just have to pick a new path. And if you are still engaged, all you have to do is correct course. But all of this takes these moments of like inner contemplation, rest, and holding on to the idea that you're still in motion. Knowing that you're still in motion creates the perfection that we all seek. To just remind yourself that you're still headed somewhere, and you're headed somewhere positive.
Perfection.
What do you think? You think we should meditate about it?
Yes.
Oh.
I have some guidance coming through on that.
Okay.
Settle into your body. Relax the parts of your body that feel tense right now. Just really going into some of those spaces that maybe you don't normally become aware of, like your eyes, relaxing your eyes. Relaxing the space in between your shoulder blades. Relaxing your belly. Your feet. And then notice the breath that is flowing through you, the sacred breath, this life. And seeing if you can draw up a feeling of gratitude for this breath, for this life. Each breath we draw in is a blessing, a confirmation of our existence on this earth, that there's a reason why we are here right now. And also Generating gratitude for the exhale, the release that's available, that at any time we can lay our burdens down. We can let go of this heavy weight that we're trying so hard to carry. That this is never the final moment. That this isn't all that is, that we don't need to suffer. We don't need to be in pain, that we can surrender to what is and let go of what the mind thinks is. That's creating ideas of suffering, of pain, of overwhelm. Let all that go. And then we'll begin to ask that inner self, where am I? Where am I? And the mind may immediately come in thinking, I'm in this room, I'm in this building, I'm in this state. But then asking again, where am I? Where am I? Maybe more thoughts come in. I'm in this body. Where am I? Where am I? And then when you've exhausted the thoughts, then simply respond with, I am here. I am here. Where am I? I am here. And sense that inner beingness, that soul within, the presence of that soul that exists beyond any place in the past or the future. Where am I? I am here. That the mind can't quite comprehend the full existence of the soul. But when we let the mind rest, we turn our awareness inward. I am here. And that existence is open. It is peaceful. It is balanced. Where am I? I am here. And you can stay in this space as long as you want. And to come out, we'll begin to deepen our breath. Taking in a full breath down into the belly and then exhaling. Oh, thank you for the exhale. Thank you for the inhale. Thank you for this breath, for this life, for this existence. We'll bring our hands in front of the heart center, bowing down to honor that light within. And as we honor the light within our individual selves, honoring that same light within all beings. And if there's somebody out there right now that could use an extra dose of love, I invite you to picture them in your mind's eye, or this could be a group of people, and imagine all that love we've stirred up in this moment flowing directly to them, this endless flow of love. It will never run out. It will never drain us. Flow that love. And then just as we do that for those we can easily love, I invite you to do the same for anyone you are in conflict with or disagreement with, for you to flow that same love out into those people, out into those groups. This right here is the simplest way to change the world. May all beings be at peace. Namaste.
When's our thing gonna be over?
Pretty soon.
Like how many minutes? So
I don't know. Thank you for meditating with us on these Mondays. Thank you for watching. We invite you to share these videos if there's anybody you think would resonate with this message. I know a lot of people are struggling with various things or know somebody that's struggling right now. So if there's a way that these videos you think could support them, we would appreciate helping us get the word out and expanding this community. I'm also offering prayer requests this week. If you have something specific you would like for me to take the time to pray for this week, whether it's for you or for somebody else, you can send us a private message, and I'll add that to my prayers this week. Any last words?
Nope.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.
Have a good week.